And finally, it is a thing of beauty. It works. It fits. Everything was great. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, I'm Kathryn, the Aerogarden Homesteader, and today is time for another plant update. This tomato plant is super bushy. Oh my goodness. There are like some of the older branches are dying back a little bit, but for the most part, this thing is just growing like crazy. So I've still got that one lonely little tomato going on that just hasn't ripened yet. I'm just waiting for it. But I do have, I don't know if you can see this is all new growth. There's new growth behind it. There's flowers back there. It's just growing insane. So it looks pretty good. I do have some more branches that are kind of slowly dying back, but I feel like that's normal. I get that all the time. It's not something that is just happening to this plant. It's something that happens to all of my plants. So I don't know if that's a nutrient deficiency or if it's just the older leaves just kind of dying back a little bit. I mean, I even see that on my plants outdoors. So I'm actually not concerned about it. Unless someone wants to make me concerned in the comments below, please don't. But this thing is growing insane. So it's really thick and bushy, and like I probably should prune the center of it to get it a little bit of airflow, but like I don't even know where to start. It's like just a compact bush. Which is kind of what also seems to be going on with this habanero here. I don't know why, but it's also really compact and bushy, and it just keeps pushing out so much new growth. Like, I never did prune, I'll just suck lighting, I never did prune back this branch on the side here, and it's just pushing out more flowers and more growth, and I've got like a little habanero starting to come in here. Like, it's just insane. And there's still the original two in there. It seems like it went through, oh, there's another one. It seems like it pushed out a couple of, fruit, and then it paused, and now it's just pushing out tons of growth and flowers. There's just flowers everywhere. So I do think that adding in the extra food last feeding was a good choice. It did need it. So I think that it was sort of, even though it didn't really have huge signs of it, it was struggling a little bit, and there are some signs on some of the older leaves in there that show that it was struggling a little bit, but it didn't really show more than that. And I think that the fact it only had a couple of fruit on it was one of the major signs. So, well, now I know, I guess. It's such a subtle sign though. It's, oh, okay, it's putting out flowers, but it doesn't have any fruit. You just don't really think about it that way, in that maybe it can't support the fruit yet. So it is up to, I think I put 25 ml in both the habanero and this little tomato here. It was close to 30. I do remember that because I used a measuring cup that measured up to 30 ml, and it was just below the 30 line. So, but the plant is just looking so good. It's kind of backlit by the light, which is so strong, but it's so bushy and just like so much growth. It's insane. So that is how that is doing. Try to get it all in one view, which is a little difficult. There we go. Over here I have the jalapeno and the wax pepper. I don't know what kind of wax pepper. I'm just going to go with it. They are both looking pretty good. The jalapeno is looking a lot better than the wax pepper. The wax pepper, I do still have a lot of this sort of rust going on, and I'm not sure what's causing it. So I can see that it's trying to push out new growth, it's trying to push out new flowers. I feel like it's struggling a little bit, and I'm not 100% sure why. I do also wonder, crap, I think the spider mites made it all the way over here. Damn it. So I'm going to have to take down both of these plants. Dang. Well, they were doing well until then. I've got lots of new flowers. Yeah, okay, well that puts everything in a different perspective. Boy, those spider mites are so annoying. Man. Okay, well I do have a few peppers. They are starting to turn orange. They do go from sort of a greenish yellow to this orangey color, and then they do turn red. I do remember planting those in the garden last year. I thought they were jalapenos, they weren't. I do remember getting a red one, but it was like the only one I got. I don't have a good peppers just don't do well for me outside. I got one pepper last year. It was really sad. So anyways, I guess this experiment will be cut short soon. I will probably give it a little bit longer just to finish off a couple of the peppers. There's like one jalapeno back there that is, it's kind of small. I will give it a few more. I don't know about letting that one go, but the bigger one back there, I'll probably give it a chance to go, and maybe I'll just prune this back and just let it finish up with what it's got, and I could probably take this one out right away. Damn! I was really hoping to keep these going for a lot longer because I wanted to see how well the stems, you know, how chunky they would get and if they were easy to remove and all that. They are mostly leaving the pump alone for now, but everything's running well. So this was a really good experiment. It was doing so well. But anyways, I have another Aerogarden going. I printed a new deck, so I can't wait to show you. And finally, it is a thing of beauty. It works. It fits. Everything was great. I even have the cover, which fits on nicely. It's a little tight, but it does fit on nicely. The pump is just in there loose. I didn't have a pump sponge. I don't know where it went. I think one of my old Aerogardens was it was used, and so it was just missing the sponge. But I do have some seeds started, and we did start them on the lava rock directly. This is lettuce. It is like a romaine. I think it's Paris Island. I put 2 seeds in here and both germinated, so I'm probably going to have to pull one of them out. So at this point, my concern is going to be, will the roots reach down and make enough connections to hold it upright and get going where it needs to go, or is it going to kind of fizzle out and have trouble and then die? So we will see how it goes. Lettuce worked really well. It was a very fast germinator. The rocks have not had a chance to dry out. I think having on the humidity dome has really helped to keep the rocks from getting, you know, dry out as well. I literally just turned on the Aerogarden light today. So this is day 2 or 3 of having planted these seeds. So yeah, they went fast. I've always had lettuce go really fast for me. So they are doing really well right now. We will see how lettuce performs in lava rock. That would be the question. And I do have the support holes. I don't know if I'll need that for lettuce, but at some point I should probably pull out a piece of the trellis and just double check that those holes work properly. But as you can see, I did end up doing this as 3 pieces. It does have a 3-inch hole, and it fits together really nicely. I tried to keep the tolerances pretty close for the pegs so that they would, you know, there wouldn't be any wiggle. There is a little bit, but it's not too bad. But I am pleased with it. I got everything to fit in properly. I've got room for the pump and all that, the cable. The pump is just in there loose, which I just pulled and knocked it out of place. But so it's all in there just the way I kind of wanted it to be in the middle. And yeah, it looks really good. So I can't wait to see how the lettuce performs in this and if lava rock is a good choice for lettuce as well, which is really kind of a question mark. So I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for joining me. I will have some videos up at the end that you might also enjoy, and I will see you next time on the Aerogarden Homestead.